Alright guys, what is up? I'm just getting started here. Welcome everybody, thank you for joining. I am live here on YouTube, and let me get my phone so I can actually see these comments here. I know that there's going to be some comments going, so I just wanted to wait to see if people join up. So I'm going to start getting more of a schedule going on with my live streams and my content. Planning on doing about 4 videos a month right now, and then 2 live streams. So I'm just kind of doing a test run to see how everything works. I need to make sure I'm live on YouTube first. Hey, what is up, Sydney? How's it going? So I'm actually going to be doing like a live Q&A type session where I'm going to be going over evidence. I'm going to be having people ask questions since it's the new rebrand. Give a chance for people to take a look and ask questions about the channel. So it's kind of like a Q&A session to go over equipment, cameras, audio, for those people who are interested in getting into the paranormal and want to learn. I do have some tools that I can show and bring in and talk about what's the best equipment for people to use, what are the best cameras. I'm actually using my GoPro as a live stream camera right now. So like if you guys are interested in doing like live investigations and want to learn how to use a thing like a GoPro where this is actually shooting in 4K live, and I can actually do it in infrared with my converted one. So there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in. There's a whole bunch of places that I'm working on right now. So I just want to hear from you guys what you guys want to know about the paranormal. Okay. You have to fix the focus. Well, it's actually got a fixed focus. The one problem I'm running into is that light. So what I could do is reposition the camera so I get more lighting. So what I would basically have to do is this, and then I'd have to go turn on that other light. So good light is, so I'm running into that issue. Yeah, I've got no idea where that smaller light is, so I'm just gonna have to do with what I have, but I don't plan on having it full screen on there. Hey, what's up, Exploring Ginger? How are you? Welcome, thank you guys for joining. I do appreciate you guys coming in. But yeah, today is like more of a Q&A for people to come in and ask questions about the paranormal. And so I'm going to be showing some clips of some of my recent adventures, talking about things I've caught in photos. If you guys have any topics that you guys would like to learn about, I'm more than happy to bring out some equipment and share with you guys kind of the latest stuff that I've learned in the paranormal. So maybe somebody can try to use that and see where it goes. But yeah, a lot of stuff that I have in the works. So let's see. Got Exploring Ginger. As moderator. Sydney, you are now a moderator on my channel. Sorry, I'm just trying to share this out. Okay, guys, I shared out to where I can, so hopefully some people decide to join up. But yeah, it's a live Q&A, so if you guys want to ask questions, please feel free. Hey, what's up, Fallen Angel? How are you doing? So I can show some of the clips that I've gotten here recently. Minimize my screen and bring up some of the haunted places here, and we're going to go to media source. Actually, I can just do a Windows capture. If you guys haven't watched the new video that I just put out, please make sure to go check that out. I just released a new video of the top 5 best paranormal locations I've been to this year as far as investigating. There's some crazy things that happened, but I did want to share with you guys kind of some of those captures, but I do want people to go check out the full video. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, so if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to go watch that before you watch this. Trying to find my live chat here. So, at source. So I think what I'm going to do is probably do a Windows capture. I'm still getting used to OBS. So, Windows. Basically the files that I want to bring up as far as some of the crazy clips I've gotten, I can kind of first discuss. Actually, the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple would be a good one to start off with. To go over. This one would be a good one to start with because it is such an interesting capture. Kind of get your guys' thoughts on it. This is not wanting to work, so hey, what's up? How you doing, Florina? Okay, so what we're gonna just have to do is I'm gonna have to basically do it this way. But I need to bring up my camera images. Okay, so this is basically the first clip I have that I want to go over. Now, I don't know if anybody saw that thing run on the screen, but it will slow down. So if you're looking like right here, now pay attention to that. This was caught at the cemetery not too far from my house. I was just walking on the trail trying to get back to the van when I by accidentally caught this while I was still recording. Actually made for one of my top captures this year. So you see this like shadow figure right here. This thing is roughly probably about my height. maybe even taller. Just weird capture. And you'll see it as soon as my IR light hits it. This is from a multi-spectrum infrared camera. This is actually a GoPro that was converted into multi-spectrum infrared. You actually see where this thing hits and vanishes into thin air. It's a odd clip for sure. Not quite sure what this thing could actually be, other than some kind of a shadow anomaly. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Can it be debunked? It's just a weird clip. I've gone over it, I want to say close to 100 times, and it's kind of the strangest thing I've ever caught, because it looks like a human type figure. It looks like even the legs are moving at a certain couple points. And then I thought maybe it was the issue with the camera until I hit the object with the infrared. Almost as it walked into it, saw the infrared light, that it was visible, and then decided to disappear. So that was a weird capture, for sure. But if you guys want to submit something to me, any captures, and have me go over your evidence and analyze it, I'd be more than happy to do that. You guys can hit me up on Twitter. The link is in my bio, in my About section. If you click on my T-Tree link, you can get my Twitter handle. It's John the Paraguy. But I'd be more than happy to take a look at other people's footage, any EVPs that you guys might have. There's some other weird instances of some captures that I got this year. This next clip is actually going to come from Waverly Hills Sanatorium, and it's in my latest video that I just dropped. And you'll actually see how cold it got in that place. Hey, what's up, Cassie? How you doing? Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys some clips from my recent investigations. Please feel free at any time to ask me questions. Oh, you just woke up? Nice. I just thought this would be an interesting type stream where people can ask a paranormal researcher about equipment, cameras, audio, environmental tools, more of the scientific part of the paranormal stuff, and love to hear your guys' thoughts. So So we're going to get into this next clip here. Okay. Done. Alright, well that's not working. Remove. I need to be able to capture the window. Capture. I think that, nope. Definitely not it. Hey, what's up, Eli? Yeah, so I don't know why my OBS is deciding to have an aneurysm this morning, but it is. is this really? What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to individually drop this, probably. And now I'm having connectivity issues. Okay, so I don't really know what's going on here. It seems that this thing has died off. Should be plugged in. Not quite sure what's going on. The lovely time of being a paranormal researcher and your equipment doesn't work the way you want it to. Okay, there we go. Alright, people are just saying hi to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Video capture device. Yep, got that. Window capture. Definitely not working. So I'm basically not going to be able to do this kind of window capture thing like I like to. I think I have to go back to doing a display capture. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, so now I got it up here. So basically the context of this, the reason I started recording is because it got really cold. And I mean, this is the single biggest temperature drop I've ever experienced in a haunted location. And that location was Waverly Hills Sanatorium. This is down underground in the body chute at Waverly. Mind you, it's probably about 85-90 degrees upstairs. Inside the building, it was probably about 80, maybe high 70s. Inside the body chute, I was getting temperatures at like 42 degrees and lower. It was kind of unexplained. There shouldn't have been such a dramatic drop, even though we were underground technically. It wasn't that deep underground where it could influence the temperature that bad. But you'll see why I get really spooked out walking down here. You see my breath, so it's very cold.
Is that cold, guys?
So it must have dropped probably at least by 30 degrees.
There has been thousands
So the person talking is my buddy at the top of the stairs. I went down the chute solo. So I'm the only person actually walking down the body chute. Best idea I've ever had? Absolutely. Amazing location. I'm not scared of going underground and stuff like that. I'm kind of an adventurous person.
Thousands of bodies that have been put down this body shaft. I can start to kind of see the end of it down here. I should switch it to the red light just to keep the infrared going. What was that?
So it's right about here. I start feeling like somebody is walking down these steps right behind me. Probably was, knowing what happened at Waverly. I was getting the feeling that there was somebody trailing me behind. I turned around, nobody's there. I turn around. Okay, you see my breath here. So it got really, really icy at this point. It kind of warmed up. Further I went down, it started getting really icy again. And then you see that.
Hello?
So this is actually a multi-spectrum infrared camera. So it's shooting in multiple different spectrums of infrared. with the help support of some red light. So that's why I'm able to get such a distance on these infrared lights on the converted multi-spectrum 4K GoPro. And then you start to see this light anomaly here form, and it almost looks like it's white hot. And that actually disappears into the wall. If you see the regular version of it happen, it actually disappears straight into that wall. I thought it was a bug at first until I really analyzed it, blew it up, got super crazy with the analysis portion of it, and there was no wing pattern, and it just literally comes out of nowhere, as you guys saw, and disappears straight into that wall. So it appears out of nowhere and disappears into the wall.
Hello?
It's something that I couldn't explain. Let me know what you guys think of that, and be more than happy to talk with you guys on that ordeal. Because it is a strange capture. I'm not sure quite what it is, but it is weird. Thank you guys for joining. Eli, I don't know why you don't have a blue wrench. You've been on my channel forever. But yeah, it's just an odd capture, and I have a hard time trying to explain the feeling that I was getting of somebody walking behind me. Because I think at that time, I could literally hear footsteps behind me. That's why I turned around. Then the temperature drop was. Family is a good guy. Yeah, he is a good dude. For sure. It was just odd. I don't know how else to say it. It was just a combination of things. You had your atmospheric changes. You had the feeling of somebody walking right behind you. And you see me turn around. And then you have the light anomaly up here, which is that visual evidence. And it's just a combination of all of that. It was just strange. Waverly Hills will still be long remembered as one of the craziest places I've ever investigated, hands down. So, hope you guys enjoyed that clip. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and be more than happy to help answer your guys' questions. We got 3 people viewing, guys. Please make sure to share this out. I am looking for new channel members, so if you want to consider joining as a paid subscriber, it starts at $1.99. You get access to special live streams that are members only, which I'm going to start doing like once a week on top of my regular lives. So maybe I'll do like 4 lives a month, but 2 of those are going to be actual members only lives, so I do have that option. Hey, what's up, Angie the fam? How are you? So right now I'm just going over paranormal evidence, guys. Some of the top clips that I got this year. If you guys haven't checked out my new video, it's going to be labeled on my channel, top 5 most haunted locations I've investigated in 2021. Make sure to go grab that video and smash that like on there, and share it out with your friends, because you'll be pretty mind blown by some of the captures that I got on there. So I am releasing new content on my page. I'll be doing more stories, and hopefully get up some live investigations here soon. I like to do one night where I just set up a static cam in our apartment with a multi-spectrum infrared static cam, and that way we can see what's going on, see if we get anything weird that appears on the camera, which happens in this apartment often. Let's see, Windows capture. So we already got that. 5 people watching. Thank you guys for joining. I just wanted to give a special shout out to all of my current channel members, and I know there's a good list of them right now. I gotta switch the ones that are in the description of these videos. I know we have Kel's Fam is still one of our channel members. We also have a pretty long list of them. Let me go through them real quick. Got Cardiac Tap Fam. We have Tony Rafter. We have Gemma, PDX Paranormal, which is M as a gem. We have Michelle Graham, Cheryl King, and Kel's Fam. So thank you guys for all of my current channel members. I really appreciate it. I also have put some like sneak peeks up on there that are channel members only. So I am starting to release new content. It's just kind of a slower process because the editing takes me a long time to put things together so it's professionally done, and I think you guys will really like it. Alright, so we are going to look up the next clip here. This one's going to come from the very incredibly haunted Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple, and we're going to take a look here. There is some weird clips that happen there. Maybe go over it even here too. Trying to find if this is. Trying to find out if that's a clip. No. Okay. Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. Okay. So we're gonna go over this real quick.
I saw like a gray shadow of a little girl right above my room.
Really?
And look at my camera.
Okay, so this is the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. This location's about the same size as Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
I saw like a gray shadow.
Probably a hell of a lot more activity.
Right above my room.
Really?
And look at my camera at the time.
Are you the little girl from up on this first floor?
Dude, that was crazy.
So you
Or do you
actually
like
see this
this
light
room
anomaly
better?
form out of the wall.
Floor?
Dude, that was crazy.
Or do you like this room better?
And you actually hear a voice happen after it. And this is another one that forms straight out of the wall. Very strange
Can you
circumstance.
stand next to John? Look, if you do this, it lights up.
So the person I'm with is my buddy Gary. He's a paranormal researcher
I don't
from
feel it in here
Kansas.
anymore. I think
You
it's
actually
gone.
hear what sounds like. So we're in this area alone by ourselves.
Look, if you do this, it lights up.
I don't feel it in here anymore.
And you actually hear
think
what
it's gone.
sounds like a female saying Sarah, which was very, very weird, considering that there were no females next to us or anywhere on that floor that we were on. So that was pretty wild. Really can't understand how that happened, but very weird regardless. At any time anybody has any questions about the paranormal or what equipment that they should buy or what they need to do to get into the paranormal or any just spooky questions that they have, let me know. That's why I kind of set it up as a Q&A as far as cameras go, equipment, maybe even live stream stuff that they want to use. So I got a whole bunch of different products. So Oh, thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. At that location, we literally stayed there for 3 days and did not have we had the cameras rolling nonstop for about 3 days. I ended up filling about 1.5 terabytes of footage, and almost destroying a couple of my cameras. We went on 14 locations in, 14 locations in 14 days. So it was a very active trip. Some of the weird places I've been to recently. I could just put up some raw audio. Okay, so something is going on with this camera. I think it's got a timer set on it. I really need to change that because it's getting annoying where it's shutting itself off automatically. Okay, turn back on. Shit is not working whatsoever. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to fix this camera so it doesn't keep doing this. I think it's got a timer on it. Actually froze, which is kind of weird. Hold on, guys. It could have overheated too. I'm not quite sure why it did this, so we're gonna figure it out. Just resetting it. Hopefully that fixes the issue, but in the meantime, while I get that working, I'll post another clip. What's up, Eli? Put something funny for you guys to watch.
About 316, ladies.
All right.
Welcome to the lobby. The front doors where you guys were taking
So
your group
this
photos
is
earlier,
Ernie
right
and
through there.
Denise Pack from Pac-Man
This was the
Paranormal.
main
They are
entrance
the
to the
former
hospital.
tour guides at Waverly
Every
Hills
patient
Sanatorium.
that came into this building started their journey here. For whatever reason, this room has become the epicenter of any dark energies at Waverly Hills. We have had people, we've had people affected in here to the point that we've had to call on priests to help them out.
Good to know.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
all right.
You can just talk with me. He's a bishop.
Yes.
Yeah, we're very much
he's
aware
here
of who
often.
he is.
He's here often.
He was here a couple days ago.
Yeah. So lobby. I came down here with only the light of the SLS camera, or the iPad attached to the camera, and they weren't here. So I went ahead and turned it on and started scanning the room. Well, about the third sweep of the room, it mapped something behind that white column over there that was very tall. It stepped out from behind. It wasn't mapping. I thought it was mapping the column at first, but it stepped out from behind the column and started to walk toward me. The camera froze. I said, okay, that's close enough. I was a little bit intimidated by it because it was very tall and it was creepy looking. It had its head tilted and arms out like this. And I'm sitting there trying to reset the camera, and then the screen goes black, everything dead on a perfectly good, fully charged camera. So I'm sitting there in complete darkness because the exit sign, this was around the time of our haunted house, the exit sign was covered over, it was pitch black in here. And that's the last thing I remember until I woke up at my house the next day.
Wow.
True story. One of the other guides from that night told me the next day, because I called her, I was like, what happened? I'm at home and I don't remember leaving there. She said, well, you got really rude and really mean. I said, really? You guys don't know me that well? but I'm not really rude and really mean. I mean, that's just not my nature, especially with customers. I mean, I'm as easygoing and nice as I can be. And she said that I was real rude, real mean, and acting weird. She said you weren't yourself. And
Jeremy's outside.
Jeremy's right outside the door. Jeremy's doppelganger has invaded our space.
We've had a couple of...
He can't get in there.
Yeah, we can't open the...
That's actually my buddy playing a joke on me. But they were, this is Ernie and Denise sharing their story about Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Really crazy story that Ernie had where he got basically taken over by something inside of Waverly Hills. If you guys have never been, love for you guys to go check that place out. It's pretty wild. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this camera and I'm still working on things, so I'll find some more clips and that way you guys can continue to enjoy watching some moments here. One of the cool places that I got to check out was I don't know if this is the good quality one. No, it's definitely not the good quality one. Trying to find some more stuff for you guys to watch. I think I'm going to have to pull out my other hard drive just so I have more footage, but I have a bunch of raw footage that you guys can watch too, and then we can just sit here and analyze it together. If you guys want to, of course. Is that Gemma? Gemma, are you here in the chat? So I'm just trying to find out here. I'm trying to find out where all the files are on this computer because there's a lot. I'm just trying to find, I really want to find that clip that I have on TikTok, because that one's crazy looking. I don't know if... So this is actually a live replay from the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. I'm just going to put this up for a moment while I fix this camera. So this is...
Oh! EDI just went off center stage, right at 1064 hertz.
Okay, so you guys hear that high-pitched sound that I was just doing. That's actually a thing that we've been working on as researchers to basically use infrared, supersonic, and subsonic frequencies to try to trigger activity at locations.
Guys, we should
We've
blow
been
this
really
stream up. Let's get
successful
100
with it, too.
people in here watching this right now. Make sure to share out to all the paranormal groups. I'm doing it as we speak. I'm going to try to stay alive.
Like periods where like the activity decreases, we try to energize it using subsonic and supersonic frequencies, basically high and low pitched sound. It's been a really interesting study actually. So this is inside of the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple Theater Room.
So what I'm gonna do
This
is I'm
has
gonna try
enough
to do a
seats to seat,
supersonic
I think, about
frequency test.
2,000 people. It's a large theater room.
So
I fixed my GoPro, so no more issues.
you have what? Okay, so right up on the 4th floor, Shannon is reporting a smell of cherry pipe tobacco. Yeah.
So we started getting like some light anomalies and stuff happen when we were doing the supersonic frequency. You can see kind of that there's some items here on the floor. We had 2 EEIs, one here on the center stage, one on center stage, one in the center of the floor, a REM pod, a paralantern, and I believe we had some other, I think we had a Mel reader. But yeah, we ended up capturing a lot of like weird, anomalous type things while we were recording. That's my buddy Adam. And you can actually see what looks like something falling right there and then disappearing into thin air. Could it be dust? Absolutely. But dust at that distance, that was probably about 20 feet away from the camera.
Dude, something just ran across the stage.
Yeah, we saw a lot of like shadow play and stuff running on the stage.
Hell, what? I haven't even been in the basement yet. It looks like the basement.
You can see that anomaly right there, kind of develop.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Hey, what's up, Jax? Haunted Chit Chats. I hope you're having a great day.
Dude,
You kind of see something right here.
There to the right, there it goes on the side right.
That one has a very long, weird track. There's no way that was done whatsoever. You'll actually see it start to travel from the screen here.
hey, is that one of you talking up there?
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's...
Huh?
Oh, awesome. That's sweet, Eli. Very nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Dude, something just ran across the stage. Dude.
Okay, so you see it here. It gets very bright, kind of moves. There's something that flies in front of that screen, and then that one drops straight down. And then you see another one kind of drop straight down. So, and then you have these. You see where that just changed its size, velocity.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Dude,
Hey,
something
Boomer.
just ran across the stage.
See, watch this one. So this is actually using a full spectrum camera. So you have that drop from the ceiling there. So that was kind of weird.
On the right side? Yeah.
And then you'll have a big one kind of drop right here, go over and disappear. And then that one's blinking all the way down. So, I mean, could it, like I said, could it be dust?
Did you see that anomaly?
No, something just pinched me in the back.
Yeah, so there there's energy. I got pinched really bad in my back. I'm like, hey, knock it off. it's just a weird location. The Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple is just a strange place. Very odd activity. It's almost full blown, like all the time. There's periods of inactivity, of course, where not a whole lot of stuff happens. It's a huge building, so it can really wear you out. But it's a pretty sweet spot. I spent probably 5 or 6 days there. Trying to see if I have some other footage I can share with you guys. I mean, we can analyze raw footage. I just don't want to bore you guys. Because some of this I still haven't really gone over. So this is inside of the Templars room at the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. So this is actually on the 6th floor. I got to do this investigation with the haunted side, as well as with Mustafa Gadalori from A&E's Ghost Hunters, among a lot of other people there too. So this part of the footage I actually haven't fully seen, and let me get up here real quick. So this is the first time that I'm actually seeing it. Oh, look, there's me. So this camera right here is a multi-spectrum infrared converted GoPro. It really helps to illuminate a whole lot. I have a lot of custom IR lights that are very bright, but you can't see them with the naked eye. John Bohr, you jest. What? So this is us lining up the cat balls to see if there's any triggered movement. What I think you're seeing here on the floor moving in a singular line, I think a lot of that's probably dust, just the way it's moving. There's a quite interesting dynamic when you actually see a light anomaly, because it seems to be emitting its own energy, and that was just okay. So there you actually saw my EDI go off. So that tool is actually going to measure temperature, humidity, air pressure, electromagnetic field, vibration. I think I'm missing something too. But it's a multi-tool for the paranormal. It basically takes all of your favorite paranormal equipment into one machine, and it has like an onboard computer that you can actually data log all of that information. So you actually see in this clip, left unintended, the air pressure dropped and the temperature dropped suddenly, triggering that device to go off. See, I think that's dust still flying around. I think that's really a light anomaly. So I haven't really gone through this footage. There's a lot of the Masonic Temple, Salina, Kansas footage. This is actually a real Masonic temple. This is 160,000 square feet. We're just on the 6th floor of the temple at this moment. Inside the room where they actually still have Mason meetings. So this is in 4K, original format is what you're watching. So oh, okay, Boomer, I get what you were saying. But yeah, this is I'm just kind of looking for anything out of the ordinary. I remember being up there and it wasn't all that happening in that room, other than a couple of EDI hits. It actually didn't start going off until we went into the other room, which was crazy. That one could have been an anomaly, but I think that does. So full spectrum uses full spectrum uses one spectrum of infrared to focus, where a multi-spectrum infrared uses different spectrums of infrared all at the same time, giving it that really nice purplish pink hue. So it's mixing multiple different spectrums of infrared at the same time. Just in case something goes across the screen that the naked human eye can't see, I just use a wide variety of cameras when I'm filming. But this is probably my best camera right here. This is the multi-spectrum infrared. I'm just gotta fast forward a little bit. Didn't see a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm looking for anything that might be, because that looked like a bug or dust or something going across the screen. So this is what I do a lot of the time. I just sit and go over footage. And often you have a lot of footage that nothing really happened. Some people stayed in the room. As you can see, I'm actually in another room filming. I got two EDI devices, one posted back here, and the other one I have posted back there, as you guys can see that. So true night vision is gonna be a little bit different. Well, I mean, night vision, in a sense, uses infrared to be able to see. Yeah, so full spectrum by definition allows the filter allows the camera sensor to see a wide range of wavelengths to which it naturally is sensitive. The IR spectrum filter removes all visible light from the image but allows the camera to see an infrared light, usually about 720 nanometers to 950. Which can otherwise be filtered out. A full spectrum infrared is more to detect farther and mid infrared distances. So in a sense, with a full spectrum infrared, it's able to see at a much longer depth. It's not really about a different type of filter, even though I've heard that the filter is only focusing on one wavelength, but it's also focusing on the wavelength at different distances, giving it that full spectrum name. Yeah, true night vision uses the surrounding light to illuminate, yeah. So this is in pitch dark. So what you're seeing here is pitch dark. There is no real light other than this lady's flashlight right here. This is actually just pitch freaking dark. I used a couple of different... So there wasn't a whole lot captured there, and I'll admit when I don't capture anything. So that's my buddy sleeping at the Old Park Hotel. I put a camera there to see if it caught anything. I watched that footage. Nothing really happened. So So this was inside another one of the rooms, posting a static camera. I was kind of pretending to be asleep to see if it would trigger the activity, or this might actually be when I legit fell asleep. Oh no, yeah, no, I'm fully asleep in this. So this is not acting, this is real me sleeping. I wanted to post a camera, so this is the Old Park Hotel in Bellinger, Texas. And I stayed in the head prostitute's room. A couple of the prostitutes were murdered in this hotel. And I wanted to kind of see what would happen while I was asleep. See if there was anything interesting that might or might not have been caught. At the time, it doesn't look like anything really happened. But this location, we actually broke a record as far as the obelisk goes. We had 300 responses in an hour. So I think the obelisk kept waking me up quite a bit. The obelisk 5B is actually sitting right here at the bedside, and it just kept rattling off. I don't know if it picked up on the audio as well as what it was, but it was picking up pretty. Yeah, see, I started feeling like something was moving around. Most intense moment I've had on an investigation. I'd probably have to say it was a split between. Well, there's one moment that I had at the Demon Theater that actually a couple of moments I had at the Demon Theater in Dodge City, Kansas, that were really fucking scary, to the point where I was actually concerned for everybody's safety, because at points it sounded like something like broke apart the roof, but none of the roof had caved in. It sounded like almost like a sonic boom, and anytime the energy through that building shifted, that was concerning. We also had found blood spatter from a recent incident. I'm not sure if the person died or not, but we actually found like blood spatter all over the walls upstairs in the theater. That was pretty scary. The other one, I don't have. What would you say was your most memorable collabs and with who? Getting to meet Patrick McQuarrie and Jason from the Haunted Side was pretty cool. They seem like really good dudes, and I hope to one day get to investigate with them again. I would probably say Mustafa Gadalori was a really cool person to meet. Trying to think. There was getting to see some of my friends from Illinois was really cool. I got to see my buddy Nick Muley, who's actually autistic, and he's an investigator. He's a very, very smart guy. He has high functioning, I think it's Asperger's, and he's actually a paranormal researcher, which is really cool. There's another person like that too. I think it's the guy from Tennessee Rape Chasers. Final question: would you ever consider doing a collaboration with Zach Baggins? I'm sure if the opportunity presented itself, which would be a snowball's chance in hell. If the opportunity presented itself and I had the chance to work with Ghost Adventures, would I do it? Absolutely. It'd be an interesting experience, I think. Am I particularly fond of how they operate? No, but everybody has their own way of how they investigate. I mean, maybe they could teach me something that I didn't know in the paranormal, because they have people like Aaron Goodwin, who's probably one of the biggest geniuses in the paranormal field. For the fact of working with Ghost Adventures, I'd love to work with Aaron Goodwin. I think that would be a really cool collaboration. The other person I would really love to work with would be Dakota from Destination Fear. I actually started recently talking to Dakota on Facebook. Really nice dude. Hope one day I get a chance to work with him. He is friends with another mutual friend of mine. And started kind of chatting about some stuff. Another group of people, I would love to meet that lady Amy, the medium lady from, I think it's called Dead Files, the show. She'd be a cool person to meet. I'd actually like to meet the cop dude, and I always forget his name. There's a handful. Nick Groff would be another person I would love to personally get to know and investigate. Boomer, when we go collab, as far as like YouTubers, I didn't really get to work with a whole lot of YouTubers last year, other than my little short stint in living in Georgia, where I got to work with Patty one last time at the beginning of this year. One of the greatest collabs I did was with the producer from Ghost Hunters. Which was really cool. That was a very memorable experience, and I can't share much about it because I'm under contract. So, but stuff's coming out next year, so look forward to that. I'm not in charge of that production. They have it all being done. So, hey, Greg, Irish Whiskey Paranormal. How you doing, brother? Long time no hear from. But yeah, so that was a really cool collaboration. I think next year it's going to be more of small-time projects. But these are going to be locations that have really never been done before. And we're really going to go in depth. Some of these locations, I think we have something planned next year where we're going to actually intentionally lock ourselves in these locations, like physically lock and key and chain the doors closed for 24 hours and see what happens. And we got some pretty wild places, including a couple of new abandoned hospitals that we've been working on, and of course the theater, which I'm really nervous about going back to. And maybe even Alva General Hospital, where I had my first time where I got almost partially possessed, which was a really scary situation. So yeah, there's definitely some new stuff coming up. I want to start trying to. You've been out with medical stuff. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, man. One location that was really amazing. If you guys haven't checked out the new video yet, guys, make sure to go check it out, because it's crazy. I'll put the link in the description so you can go check out the new video. Please, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. This is part of my new rebranded content. Alright, have a good day, Boomer. Make sure to go check out that new video if you guys haven't already. It's going to be the top 5 most haunted places I've been to this year. With some really cool evidence that it was able to be captured. So I'll kind of go over maybe some of that here. Let's see. There's just so much stuff that happened on this last road trip. It was just crazy. Random files. Demon Cruiser. Oh, it's good to see you. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm horrible with my acronyms and stuff. Thank you so much for the 8 people watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, if you guys have any video clips that you want to submit, feel free. And I'll be more than happy to put them up here if you guys want me to analyze them. Yeah, some days are better than others. Yeah, I hear that. This is a place I really want. So, some people don't know, I spent nearly a month after I got out of Waverly Hills trying to help a client, Paranormal. I'll check it out after your live ends. Okay, no problem. I spent a month at a private residence in North Carolina, a family that was being terrorized by spirits. A lot of crazy shit happened. I don't know if this is the clip here. Yeah, okay. So I gotta kind of line this one up because I really need to find the full video so I can show people so they know I'm not bullshitting them. But this clip here I'm about to show you. So this house was 1 year old. So you go, well, how does a 1 year old house become haunted? Well, it's not the house. It's the land that it was put on. And there was a lot of tragic stuff that happened with the lower Cape Fear Native Americans. I'll send you a clip in Twitter, John. Okay, sounds good. I'll be sure to check it out. So there was stuff that happened with the Native Americans. There was Civil War skirmishes on this land. There was a family of there was actually 4 families that split up 80 acres where this neighborhood is now, and just a lot of bad stuff happened. I'm gonna get something energizing to drink real quick before I start this clip. I'll be right back. So, alright, so little context. I started hearing what sounded like footsteps up here during a live session. I asked the homeowners to go enjoy themselves for the night. They had been really stressed out with what was going on. I said, I'll watch the house while it's going on if you guys want to let me have the house for research purposes for 24 hours. They agreed, and they went off out of town, and I was able to stay there and record for the night. A bunch of crazy shit happened, and so basically I was doing a live stream I was on TikTok, I believe, getting crazy evidence downstairs. Went to go check up on cameras. I heard footsteps, so I ended up putting this camera. So the distance between this multi-spectrum GoPro, like the camera that you saw me using, but I have another one that's multi-spectrum GoPro. The distance between these two is about 20 feet. So the door to the GoPro is about 20 feet. I had just walked downstairs to continue the live stream and continue to get evidence. So this is kind of what happened after I had just walked down. So I had just walked down previous to me starting this roll. And you see this weird anomaly drop from the ceiling downstairs. And it is following me because I'm right there in the kitchen as soon as you get downstairs. That I don't believe this was dust because of how distant it was and how almost it was emitting its own energy, which was very odd. And I had a lot of people in the paranormal community go, wow, that's pretty strange. And I sent them the full roll. But yeah, you actually see that thing follow me down the stairs, and it's quite a distance away. And then there's another one that goes right here over by the chair. So yeah, just that house is very active. The original claims that I got when I was there, the homeowner felt that he was having, it felt like somebody sitting on his chest every time he tried to go to sleep. Just very, very weird. Yeah, I felt like that was a location that had so much disembodied voices and poltergeist activity and stuff like that I ended up, there was that night I slept with the lights on, let's just put it that way. I had some weird residual attachments from being in that house for 24 hours straight. Okay. Alright, sounds good. I'll bring up Boomer's clip real quick. Give me a quick second. You sent it on Facebook or you sent it on Twitter? Okay, he sent it on Facebook. I'm gonna have to bring this clip up here. Thank you so much for the 9 people watching, guys. If you would like to help support this channel, I do have my channel memberships back up, so you guys can actually subscribe or leave a super chat. It helps go to funding more investigations and doing that kind of stuff. What kind of method are you using so spirits don't follow you home? Great question. One thing that I use or do is I pray a lot when I do these investigations. I'm constantly huddled with the team that I'm working with at the time, or even by myself, saying, if you're here, I respect you, please don't follow me home. And then I kind of go into the Lord's Prayer, say the St. Michael's Prayer. And if it's really bad, I'll make sure to even get some holy water, holy oil out, and ask God and Jesus, and that's my faith, to protect us. And then I'll do that same with this prayer too. Hey Michelle, how are you? Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, Michelle. I do appreciate your support. Let's see. Popeye. Jen just got in here, so she had to go to the restroom. I'm waiting for my Facebook to load correctly. My internet here has been kind of off, so just kind of getting this up here right now. Alright, I'm gonna bring up Boomer's file here. Let's get the stream going. We're gonna analyze this and see what's going on. Boomer, if you could help give a little context to what is happening in this video. Oh, I just saw something fall behind here. I'm not sure what that was. Oh. What the hell is that? Was that like a bottle or a Coke bottle fell off of the counter and rolled down? Huh. That was kind of cool. Is that glass?
Well, you go potty? You go potty if you want. We'll go upstairs.
The dog has to go potty, guys. Oh no, she's talking to Manny. Yeah, so I think so. If that's glass, I mean that had to take some kind of a force to drop that bottle off of the top of the shelf. That's a really interesting capture, Boomer. Because that's not a plastic that could easily be moved even with something like air conditioning if it was empty. Kind of still going over the footage. Is that the main thing that happened, or should I? Because that was cool how it rolled that off. No, it's a plastic Coke bottle that was laying on the shelf, and people said they saw something knock it off. Okay. Let me go back here. I mean, it does look like something had to have pushed that, because you see for, let's see. I want to say almost 20 seconds that bottle stays where it is. 18 seconds. Nothing moved it beforehand. It's not moving back and forth. For 18 seconds it stays stationary. And then all of a sudden it seems like something is really egging to push that thing off by itself. So, I mean, yeah, it traveled quite a bit. It's like, don't leave your trash up here. Knock. Yeah, but that is a crazy capture for sure. And then I see you getting up right here, and you're kind of like, probably like, what the hell just happened? I mean, it's kind of startling. It's not scary when it happens. I mean, to somebody who's not in the paranormal, it might be. But it is startling. It does capture your attention, and it's freaky at times. So that was a really cool capture, man. I really did like that one. I'd really like to go over it some more and see if... did you have any, like, EVPs at that time, too? Something speaking or anything like that? Yeah, maybe it was the ghost of Pepsi, like, get that shit off of the shelf. It was the Pepsi demon. Okay, spirits were playing around with an ITC app at the time of that. Okay. Cool. So, recently I've been starting to play this game with a couple of people on social media, and it's actually a lot of my ghost hunter buddies. We started playing 2 games. One of them is Phasmophobia, which is a crazy ass game. And then you get into Ghost Hunters Corporation, and it gets even crazy. And you're actually using real paranormal equipment that we would use in the paranormal, but in a game, trying to figure out what this thing is and how to exercise it before it kills you. It is a wild, wild time. Waiting for Boomer to say, shut up, Eli. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'll definitely play with you guys. Maybe one day I can play it live here on YouTube. Because the game is a real trip. Because I'll hop on with like people like Fallen Angel and Ghost Dog and a couple other my paranormal investigator friends, and we'll just go ham on Phasmophobia. And it's a wild experience. I die a lot because I'm like, okay, show yourself, and I always die. It's kind of how I am in the real paranormal. I'm like, if nothing's happening, I kind of like try to get its attention. I'm like, alright, I don't think you're here. and I don't see you doing anything. If you're really here, you're gonna make yourself known, show yourself, or make a noise. I regret saying that shit at real places sometimes because I've had some weird shit happen. But in that game, it kills you. So I'm fortunate it's just a game and it's not real life, because that game actually freaks me out worse than real ghost hunting. Yeah, I try to be Zach Baggins in that game and try to get their reaction. I'm like, did you just throw a brick at me? Did you just throw something at my head? If you did that, do it again.
Stop running, you girl.
And in this location, that there is a demon who presides in the basement. I know where Aaron's sleeping tonight. Poor Aaron. Boomer says, hello, Eddie and Jen and the boys.
Hello, Boomer.
And there's everybody there.
Bye, Boomer. Bye, Boomer.
So they're on their way back out. They're working right now. I was just doing a live. And I got some other stuff I gotta work on. But I did want to go live and hang out with you guys and have you guys ask questions. It's kind of like a Ask a Paranormal Investigator Day. So if you guys have any more questions or any more footage you want to share with me, I'm gonna go smoke real quick and I'll be right back. But while that's going on, I am going to put up a video so you guys can look for stuff. I'm trying to find something that you guys can watch, and I don't want to put up the new video because that would be not. I want you guys to watch it so I can get the. I'll be live on D Live at 6 p.m. Awesome. I'm here in Tallahassee at the Old City Cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here. This is actually a pretty cool place. I forgot that I could literally just drag and drop. So this is actually going to be the I can't remember which cemetery it was. It's the Old City Cemetery in Tallahassee, I think. I can't remember which cemetery it was. It's the Old City Cemetery in Tallahassee, I think. Zoom in. That is actually so that's the supposed witch's grave that sits right there. I'm here in Tallahassee at the Old City Cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna grab that cigarette. I'll be right back. And I'll zoom in. That is actually the supposed witch's grave that sits right there. I'm here in Tallahassee at the old city cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here at this. And I'll zoom in. That is actually the supposed witch's grave that sits right there. I'm here in Tallahassee at the old city cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here at this. And I'll zoom in. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. That is actually
I should have picked a longer
the
clip.
supposed witch's grave that sits right there.
That was from my TikTok.
I'm here in Tallahassee at the old city cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here. I gotta get back to my. I'm here in Tallahassee at the old city cemetery where they said that there is a white witch buried here.
Move that. So there we go, guys. I'm back. Thank you so much for staying with me. Okay, so I'm back here, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me. I am just trying to get some better lighting because it's kind of dark in here a little bit. So there we go. That way you guys can actually see me. Let me see here real quick, see if I have some longer footage that I can share with you guys. This was a pretty creepy moment, if I can find it here. So this was pretty wild, actually. So this is when I was in St. Augustine with my buddy Philip. This was filmed on Halloween of last year in downtown St. Augustine.
Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? His name's Steve. Is there Steve?
He used to live near me in Georgia, so we used to go down to St. Augustine quite a bit because he has a vacation house down there, and so we went there quite a bit.
Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? His name's Steve.
so that was a pretty wild moment. It clearly says 27.
Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? What's your name, Steve? Is your Steve?
So, yep, pretty cool clip. I really did like that. St. Augustine, probably one of the most haunted cities in America. It's one of my all-time favorites to go and venture to. I'm trying to find maybe. Let's see. This is another place I went to this year.
This is my photo gallery of the Poplar Grove Plantation
Small
House.
photo gallery that I did for TikTok. This is the Poplar Grove Plantation.
It is believed that there are at least 3 spirits that haunt the halls of the Poplar Grove Plantation House. The plantation is believed to host the spirits of both the main house and the tenant farmhouses on the property.
Are you talking about the pet cemetery?
The original plantation house was destroyed in a fire. The current house that you see in this photo was built as a 12-room mansion, built in the early 1850s by Joseph Mumford Floyd. Over 5 generations of his family actually lived in the house. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you would like to see more, make sure to hit the bell notification to get notified of new content coming out in the future. Thanks so much for watching. This is my photo gallery of the Poplar Grove.
Big plantation house. I think it was 7,000 square feet. Okay, so that location is the Poplar Grove Plantation House. So the haunted animal cemetery is a live stream that is still on my channel from HSFL Paranormal. You guys can go look it up. I think it's the live from the abandoned pet cemetery. That place is trippy. I might be actually going back there next year. Not 100% sure, but if I do that, I'm probably not going to do it live. I'm probably going to do a full video on it. Are those the original artifacts from the owners? Yes. A lot of that stuff is original from that house. Do you mind if I share that tonight? Hell yeah. I'm totally down for you to share that. That'd be cool. Let's see. What other footage do I have?
I saw like a gray shadow of a little girl right above my recorder.
Really?
And look at my camera did at the time.
Are you the little girl from up on this first floor?
Dude, that was crazy.
Or do you like this room better? Floor?
Dude, that was crazy.
Or do you like this room better?
Can you stand next to John? Look, if you do this, it lights up.
I don't feel it in here anymore. I think it's gone.
I saw like a gray shadow of a little girl right above my
Really?
And look at my camera did at the time.
Are you the little girl from up on this first floor?
Dude, that was crazy.
Or do you like this room better?
Hey, what's up, Salem?
Floor?
Paranormal?
Dude, that was crazy.
Or do you like this room better?
Can you stand next to John?
So I'm in the. We had set up a couple $1,000s worth of paranormal equipment in the basement in the Masonic
Look.
Temple, and all the
you
activity
do this,
was leading right towards the bathroom.
lights up.
We were able to actually track the footsteps
I don't
of
I don't feel it in here
the
anymore.
spirit moving through.
I think it's gone.
That's what led us towards the bathroom and started filming. We were having REM pods go off and all sorts of shit. So weird location, crazy activity. Let me see if I can find another one here for you. Oh yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so this is just audio that I put some.
Alright, so I am
This
doing
is
an
from an
EVP session.
abandoned,
Trying to adjust the mic. Okay.
This is
We are clear?
a EVP session from an abandoned Civil War cemetery outside of New Orleans.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Oh yeah. That was me talking, and Howard.
You got too late. You got too late.
Are you out here with it?
Yes, laser grid's on, Sydney. I'm gonna sit down. I hope they don't mind me sitting next
Do you
to
mind us sitting here with you?
next to Tombstone. Next to Tombstone.
Alright, so I am doing an EVP session. Trying to adjust the mic. Okay. We are clear? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Hell yeah.
So
That was me
just a
talking,
really
and
weird
Howard.
chapter. You hear that like
You
clearly,
got too late. You got too late.
say got to wait, and then
Are you
my
out here
buddy
with it?
and I start saying, "Is it okay if we sit here?" We actually sat down on a tombstone. You can hear against me tombstone. Very
Yes, laser
very
grid's
weird
on,
moment.
Sydney. I'm gonna sit
We
down.
did not hear that response.
I hope they don't mind me sitting next
Do you mind us sitting here with you?
next to Tombstone. Next to Tombstone.
Alright, so I am doing an EVP
Very,
session.
very weird chapter.
Trying to adjust.
What's the title of the Pet Cemetery video? Man, you're really gonna make me look for it, aren't you? Okay. It should be on my homepage because I haven't really messed with the homepage stuff all that much. Or it should be in one of my. Playlists, maybe? No. Okay, I might have changed some stuff up here. It was from a couple of years ago. I gotta go find where the Pioneer Saloon video is, because it'll be right there alongside that. Here it is. Live at Pet Cemetery. Oh, meter's going off like crazy. Hey, the meter's going up, guys. Okay. Yeah, that place is crazy. There it is, Boomer. I just put it in the chat. So you can
grab that. So there's that clip. This is actually one of the scenes from that pet cemetery.
Hello, everybody. This is John with John the Paranormal Guy here on TikTok. This is the Crazy Pet Cemetery Clips Part 1. If you like these type of videos, please make sure to hit that follow and the like button to see more. And please leave a comment.
Thank you, Salem. I appreciate that. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen, at least on my channel. Just the fact of like all these dogs. What's the number right here on this piece of material? Can you say that number?
Yeah. You see the nose? It's 8:30. What did it say? Creep?
Hello, everybody. This is John with John the Paranormal Guy here on TikTok. This is the Crazy Pet Cemetery Clips Part 1. If you like these type of videos, please make sure to hit that follow and the like button to see more. And please leave a comment.
What happened to my video capture? This thing is always messing with me, I kid you not. Okay. Nope, that's not the right video. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. You can really see the difference in how clear this camera is compared to my built-in computer camera. This is night and day. This is actually 4K, so you can actually kind of see how clear this camera really is. Unfortunately, it's kind of far away, so there you go. I really need it, actually. This is actually being shot off a GoPro. I'm using my GoPro as a webcam. My buddy just gave me this shirt. It's fucking hilarious. I gotta turn this down here. But if you look at this shirt, it says Friends, and it's all the like serial killers. You have like Jason and It and Scream and all the Hollywood horror movie characters. I thought this jacket was hilarious, and I bought it from my friend. I was like, "How much you willing to sell that?" He was like, "I'll give it to you for like $15." I'm like, damn. I'd rather see you through the camera, just say. You and pizza. Ooh, I love me some pizza. Pizza's so good. Oh yeah, we're getting some pizza here very soon, guys. Oh no, that's tomorrow.
Today's Monday.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, it is
Wednesday.
pizza night tonight.
Wednesday's pizza night, so.
Oh yeah, you had
2
me
days
at
away.
you had me at pizza. This place is wild. So this is gonna be Skinwalker Cave. This is actually my video that went viral on TikTok.
Hey guys, we are here in somewhere in New Mexico. I'm not quite sure. My buddy Steven brought me out here. This place is actually called Skinwalker Cave. So I'm kind of dabbled in the whole Skinwalker thing in the past, but I've never been to this location, and honestly I'm already starting to have some issues where my legs are just not wanting to walk up to this place. I am shaking uncontrollably.
Wild and free.
She's about ready to go. Up there is Skinwalker Cave. So you guys will get to see it. I got a couple more cameras with me. I got the Sony a6000. I also got a EDI that we're gonna be bringing, and an audio recorder, and I got some lighting, so you'll be able to see the inside. So I hope you enjoy this video, and guys, this is about as crazy stupid as I have ever been, and kind of freaked out about this place. I'm already getting a very, very odd feeling.
This is located just outside of Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, it's nothing but uphill from here. That is Skinwalker Cave. Oh man, I am so nervous about this place.
It's a pretty wild place. Yeah, that was a trippy location for sure. So these are little clips. I have full videos coming out about these places in the future. Let's see, what else can I share with you? We have Turner Field Hospital. Ooh, this one's good. This is the Springville Plantation house in Alabama. This place is pretty wild. Now you'll hear a scream radiate through the whole building.
Is any of the Young family here with us?
Was that you?
No.
Hello? Was that you?
Hey, can you come down here?
What the fuck was that? Is any of the Young family here with us?
Yeah, it is an awesome place.
Is that you? No.
Hello? Was that you?
Hey, can you come down here?
What the fuck was
It's
that?
one of my absolutely favorite haunted places, to be honest. So much history. So kind of the backstory of that place is back in ah, damn it, I deleted the wrong one. Shit.
Is any of the Young?
Right. I'll fix it. Video capture device. New. Just gotta switch cameras here. Okay, why are we not switching? Deactivate. Reactivate. Oh, man, come on. You're not telling me that I'm having issues with this thing right now, are we? Okay, just for a brief second while I fix this technical difficulty here. Something is going on with my... I'm gonna delete this. I don't know why my thing isn't working. Where it's showing my GoPro. I'm
I'm going to quickly unplug this and then plug it back in here and see if that fixes it. Sometimes if I run this GoPro really hard, it kind of tends to overheat. There we go. Now it's working. But yeah, so it's pretty wild, guys, and I think that place has got to be on my top of my favorite list. And I'll kind of give you guys some better views of what that place really looks like. But if you really want to see the really good views of that place, go check out my new video, the top 5 most haunted locations I've investigated in 2021. And you guys will get to see how crazy that place is. Some of you guys have already watched it. It's a cool spot. It's a cool location. It definitely deserved one of my top spots.
Hey everybody, my name is John. I am the creator of John the Paranormal Guy here on YouTube, and these are the top 5 most haunted locations I have been to this year.
We have the Young family here with us. Actually, in my opening credits is one of my crazy moments from this year. Hey, what the fuck was that? Skinwalker Cave video. This is another coming project with Eddie and Jen that I'm working with. That's the Demon Theater. Crazy. Just my intro. Number 5, you're gonna have Spring Villa Plantation.
This is the Spring Villa Plantation House, situated outside of Opelika, Alabama. This location was built in 1850, and it's quite possibly one of Alabama's most haunted homes. Back in 2020 and 2021, I made multiple visits to the Spring Villa Plantation House in Opelika, Alabama. Back in 2020 in December, me and my friend Henry decided to go to the Spring Villa Plantation House to do a more thorough investigation of the location. We did not take into account at that time that it was 24 degrees outside and this building had no heat or AC. So it made it very uncomfortable to be in there for long periods of the time, but when we were in there, we ended up capturing something phenomenal. Take a look at this.
Is any of the Young family here with us? That was a really memorable experience, having that scream going through the whole building. That was a real trip. What the fuck was that? Guys, make sure to go check out that new video. I think you'll really enjoy it. It gives some of like the best moments of some of these locations. I could have put a lot more in there if I really wanted to. I also put some honorable mentions, like the House by the Graves, which will eventually become a full-length video. It could even have its own series because it's that much of a location. I have full written permission from the owners to produce something on it. I just haven't gotten around to really doing nothing with it right now. So, but I can go over some like photos and stuff if you guys want to. Hey, Cynthia, how are you?
Here's my best friend. That's my best friend.
I got taped interviews with Mustafa Gadalori from Annie's Ghost Hunters. Road trip. That place is nuts. Okay, so we're gonna go over some like spirit photography kind of stuff. I do not sound like Zach from Ghost Adventures, okay? Like let's get that out of our heads, all right? Come on now. I don't sound like Zeg. I never believed in ghosts before until I came face to face with one.
Starting up the Raleigh here. Uh-oh. They're all starting up.
Alright, so let me share with you guys some of the photos that I got, and I'll kind of explain them here as we go. Okay, so yeah, me staying on task, good luck. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a Windows capture on this one. Window capture. This thing never works with Windows capture. Okay, remove. So we're just gonna have to go display capture then. Okay, so we got the display capture up. Let me grab the photos. Okay, so yes, there are a lot of photos here. And this is how actually we found the activity going into the basement bathroom where you guys saw us do that crazy session with the light anomalies that we had. So this is kind of what led up to that here in picture form. Give you kind of an idea here of what happened. So you guys can see we set up a couple $1,000s worth of paranormal gear. We got a couple of EDIs. We got a couple of REM pods lining up down here. Mel reader, which detects temperature, atmospheric, and also has a proximity sensor on it. And then you have the EDIs that have temperature metering. It also does atmospheric pressure. It does humidity. I believe I'm forgetting something. But then it does also vibration and electromagnetic field metering. So just a ton of equipment that we had out here. This is shot in 6000 by 4000 resolution using the Sony a6000 mirrorless. And then we also had a bunch of cat balls on the floor too. So this is just kind of burst shots just to see if we were going to capture anything. Kind of a better look here. And if you actually zoom in here on the shot, the nice thing about having a really high depth camera is you can get a clear image. And what's interesting here that you're seeing is this EDI is fixed on electromagnetic field. This one over here is reading at 0, but on this side it is picking up on a EMF signature of 1.3. Now there isn't any kind of electrical interference here on the floor that could be triggering that. I added recording right here onto a disk drive, so that was really, really odd. I ended up proving that was an anomaly because for the EDI's electromagnetic field detector to go off, you really need to have something electrical right on the device to make it go off. And it's not as sensitive as a K2 is. So we're still looking. It's still registering on the blue device there. I still continued to take shots to see changes. We're going to zoom in here, see if there's any changes. So it's still registering on the blue device. Okay, so now this is interesting. So this is the same shot area multiple times over. Okay, so now you're seeing where it's reading at a 1 here and a 0 here. All of a sudden now on this image here, you are now seeing what looks like some kind of an anomaly in the photo. So this is why when I'm starting to get these kind of random readings in places that there shouldn't be, I start taking a ton of photos of the same spot, set up a tripod, and send it on multiple shots. we were able to capture this right here. And you can kind of see how detailed that circle is. Kenneth, the Kentucky fam, what's up, brother? We got 12 people in the house. Thank you for joining, guys. Then we continued to take more still shots because we're still getting registers on that. We thought that it might have dissipated after the fact that we caught that, but that turned out not to be true. And it still held on to its strength. Still, the EDI is now zeroed out completely. As you can see here, both of these are actually zeroed out. So this is a period of inactivity. Now, I come in through the door here in the back. You see me walking through. Now look at this. Now both of them are registering. Even this one is now giving a temperature alarm saying, hey, this isn't normal. Now I'm going to register an alarm. Now this device here is now going off as I'm walking through. And this is actually my buddy setting the tripod to capture me walking through. And once again here, still registering 0.6 and a 1.7 with that temperature alarm going off. Now you notice that there's something there, and it's almost like I saw it, but I didn't see it. And that's why it's so vital when you're getting activity to start running cameras and start taking photos. This just happened to be a really good instance of capturing something that wasn't supposed to be in the image. And it looks like this kind of whitish anomaly. So, what do you guys think? And let me know in the comment section what you guys think. There's the Paralantern here, another Mel reader over there. Another 2 REM pods down here. So, we were having a lot of that go off as we got closer to that restroom. The video of the restroom that you saw us investigating, that happened right here where this wall is. There is another moment here when we were recording, and I gotta find it now. It's when we're over by the wall. Don't think that's it. No, that's more of the hallway. So just to put in perspective, this is actually what the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple looks like. It's actually 2 floors above ground and 6 floors above ground. So it's a really wild location, and this is my own photography, my own editing, and each one of these things up here is actually a gargoyle, which is pretty cool. We got Melissa Shepard. Hey, how's it going? Your people still aren't getting my notifications. Wow. But thank you so much for joining, Melissa. But yeah, that's the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. I had the fortunate ability to be able to investigate there 6 times over last summer, and just very, very active location. I gotta find this next series of photos. I'll kind of show you some more interior photos of this location. So this is actually going to be the first floor staging area. Very active spot. A lot of shadow play happening inside this area. This is the staircase going up the stairs. This is the second floor looking down to the first. There's some office areas. People rent the temple rents them out to like musicians to have like music lessons and stuff. It's pretty cool. This is going to be the third floor. I did this in black and white and left some of these chairs in color, which kind of made a cool photo. Very active location in through the theater. This is another one of the floors looking down. This is going to be the fourth floor. It's kind of like a pool hall area, but most of it's pretty abandoned now. This is actually going to be the third and fourth floor theater room. It's enough to hold over 2,000 people. And they actually got a lot of stage sets that are built into the theaters. And I think there's over 100 something murals that they can drop for the different stages. But a lot of activity happens in through there. Just super duper active area. As you guys can see here, some more of how really big this place is. So one of the other rooms, and there's a side shot of the temple. There's actually a gargoyle here. I believe it's this one right here. It's all deformed, and then you start seeing a lot of the scarring here on the temple. That gargoyle was actually struck by lightning, and it melted the shrapnel straight into the marble walling. So super crazy. That's actually embedded molten metal that went into the marble. But yep, there's my little slideshow there. Now I just got to try to find that other photo, and I think it's in this series. Just got to try to find it. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be somewhere around here. Or maybe not. No, this is where it should be. I just gotta find it. It's one of those photos, so I just gotta kind of... Yeah. That's it right there. Okay. Okay, so it's one of these starts. I just gotta find it. Okay, so we were getting at... You saw that hallway, which is right around the corner from this pillar here, which I've caught some crazy shit happening in here too. But we started getting some readings all around the basement. This is the basement of the temple. And I didn't catch this for a couple days actually. Going up here, you actually see this like multicolored anomaly. Very, very odd placement, and this was around the same time we were getting the other stuff too. So obviously it means that it was traveling around. So, and then the next frame of shot, it traveled all the way down here. So this was a weird capture, and I'm not 100% sure of what this is other than some kind of anomaly. But it almost, if you like really zoom in on it, it almost looks like it's got like a one layer and then two layers. And yes, guys, this is what I do. I literally analyze pixel to pixel sometimes looking for evidence. And then the series of shots, there was nothing. Those were some of the crazier photos that I was able to capture at the temple. Just very, very odd and strange little pieces that I was able to use as basically a research kind of tell people like, hey, make sure you go through all your photos. And I take thousands of photos sometimes on my investigation, so really going through them can be a colossal pain in the ass. These are just some more, I think this was from the first time we went. Just a lot of photos. There's a theater room. That camera just
doesn't really do well in the dark. See how big that theater is there. Just enormous. And some weird kind of like anomaly right here. I'm not really 100% sure what that could be. Could have been just dust moving in front of the frame, but could also be spirits. You can see us lining up equipment all the way down the stage there. And we did have stuff going off at that time, so very weird. Trying to remember all these photos because we were taking so many photos of this spot over and over and over again. That one was weird. That one. So you kind of see that this thing literally moves from here to here, so it looks like it has some kind of a movement pattern. This place produces orbs more than any other place that I've ever been to, and you see that discoloration there. And then even bigger right here. So I mean, it was moving in a weird trajectory. Not 100% sure, and then it disappears in the next shots, and then it decides to reappear right here. You can. Sorry, the camera is super grainy, and I don't know why, but yeah, you see those shots. All right, Irish, have a great rest of your day, buddy. Yeah, so it's harder to predict it's dust when it's just moving everywhere. So these next series of shots I took, I was kind of doing some burst shots in different spots. And I believe that, yeah, here it is. So, like, you see here, this is 5 photos. Nothing, 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 boom. And this is a distance of probably over 100 feet away. And so it was able to capture something rather large here at the top of the stairs. And it's almost like this bright blue. I just wish it was in better focus. But it definitely looks like some kind of a orb anomaly. So yeah, those are some of the crazy captures at the Salina, Kansas Masonic Temple. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'd be more than happy to help answer them. Thank you so much for the 8 people still watching. Guys, please make sure to go check out my new video here on YouTube. It's going to be titled 5 Most Haunted Places I've Been to This Year. Definitely make sure to go grab it and watch. I'm trying to boost the views on it. I think that you guys will really enjoy the paranormal content, some of your favorite places. So... but yeah, if you guys have any more questions, yeah, when is my pizza coming? That is a great question. I think it's gonna be here probably within the next 2 hours. Yeah, it looks like a face in the orb, right? I can. You guys want to see something real cool? I gotta disable this camera real quick. I'll show you how I can live stream some of my night vision cameras. Hold on, let me deactivate this one real quick.
activate it. So now this is actually in 4K and multi-spectrum infrared. That's why it's got this pink glow. Kind of show you guys here. Everything is in that pink hue. But this is actually in full spectrum infrared, which is really cool. Multi-spectrum infrared. And just partner it with a couple of infrared lights, and it allows me to go like full dark. If I had all the lights off, you would be able to see it more. Oh, baked spaghetti, that sounds good. But I can actually go to like real haunted locations here in the future and set up this camera with some infrared lights, and I got a new one that can shine up to 5,000 square feet. I kind of got like a partial sponsorship with Ghost Light, so they provide me some lighting, and so I'm able to shoot basically the whole location, or one giant room. But I also got some smaller lights for some other occasions, but this is what allows me to see. But I can go live with this, and it's fully night vision. So like if I go ahead and like turn out these lights and stuff and make it all dark in here, you'll be able to see things a lot better. Where have you been, Eli? Right? Baked spaghetti is amazing. But yeah, this is actually the GoPro that shoots in multi-spectrum infrared. So unfortunately a lot of the lights are on, so you won't be able to see the full view of it all. But if I go and turn out some of these lights and make it kind of dark in here, you might be able to see it better. All I gotta do is take one of these ghost lights. These are really nice product for investigating. So all I really need to do here is put these in. Instead of using the spotlight on the other one. This is what helps me to see in pitch dark. I don't know how charged these are. I'm pretty confident that these might be dead because I haven't charged these batteries since Kansas. The plus goes over there. Yeah, these things are toast. So it's showing up a little bit. This is like virtually dead, but you can kind of see if this thing was on full power, this thing is like toast. But yeah, that's the GoPro that allows me to see in its full spectrum. And I'll be able to do live investigations this way, where I can illuminate locations as long as I have an internet connection. But yeah, it looks bright on the camera, but I'm staring right at it and I don't see shit. To me it looks dead. I don't know if I have a more charged battery. I can kind of give a better example. Let's see. I know one of these has to be a little bit more charged. Nope, that one's even more deader than the other one. So I gotta really spend some time and charge these up because I'm probably gonna go investigate the cemetery over by my house again. But you guys get the concept of how that works. But I just wanted to go live. I've been live actually longer than I thought I was gonna be. So I do appreciate everybody for joining me today on this live stream. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up with any on Twitter, anything like that. Make sure to go check out my new video. And I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. Love and light, and I will see you soon. Alright, bye everybody.